this guy was standing there. He says he gets surrounded by a bunch of Litvaks. Surround him. And they're like, yo, we got this Chassid now. Yeah. So they come over to him like, a Chassid? You call yourself a Chassid? How dare you call yourself a Chassid? Chutzpah. You know what a Chassid is? You know what that means to be a Chassid? A Chassid is like the highest levels. It's talking about being like, if you look again, like we said in Mesilas Yesharim, it's like the dargas go up of, Zriza, Zahira, you go all the way up until you hit Nevuah, Ruach HaKodesh, but the highest level before that is called a Chassid, is being a Chassid. That ain't stam. How dare you call yourself a Chassid? So the Chassidus guy, surrounded by all these Litvaks, he comes and he says to him, he says, I just, there's one thing I'm confused about. You say, what is it? I say, I just don't get it. If we are right now in Woodmere, then why on the train station, why does it say Cedarhurst? I thought we're in Woodmere. Why does it say Cedarhurst? So he said, you stupid Chassid. The reason it says Cedarhurst is because the train is going to Cedarhurst. Yes, we're in Woodmere, but the train is going to Cedarhurst. That's why it says Cedarhurst, even though we're still in Woodmere. So the Chassid turns to him and he starts crying. And he goes, why are you crying? And he said, because it's a Chassidus story. And in Chassidus stories, you have to cry. So now let's get rid of the tears because he didn't really cry. And the Chassidus guy goes and he says, aha. So you mean to tell me, even though we're not in Cedarhurst, we still put up a banner that says Cedarhurst. Is that right? Because that's where we're headed. He said, listen, I might not be a Chassid, but at least that's where I'm headed. Where are you? Bam! Zoom drop right there. Anyway, the point is that's what a Chassid is the highest of levels a person can attain is to be a Chassid. That's not stam. That's a very high darga. It's a very high level to get to. So how does a person become a Chassid? How does a person come to a level of piety, a level of where they reach, this is the darga right beneath connection with the Ribono Shalom of the highest of levels. So my friends, I'm going to share with you an idea which may be a little bit shocking and misunderstood, but it's the deepest of the deep. It's the most special of the most special. It's the jelly. So it's just beautiful. It's just a beautiful idea. I'll tell you not only how, but I'll tell you where you become a Chassid. Get ready for it? In the bathroom. That, my friends, is where you become a Chassid. That's what life is about. Now, I don't know who's on this call, so it's your own fault if you came and you're bothered by what I'm telling you now, but I'm telling you the deepest of the deep. You become a Chassid in the bathroom. That's where you become a Chassid. And what am I talking about? It sounds a little off. Now, either I don't know what Chassidus is, or you don't know what a bathroom is. Oh. So let's understand, what does it mean? Because for those who are unfamiliar, there is an idea that the Beis HaKisei, the bathroom, the Gemara calls the bathroom Kisei HaKavod. Literally, it's called the Kisei HaKavod. My wife says, where are you? I say, I'm on the Kisei HaKavod. You understand? I'm a very holy person. You don't know who I am. What does that mean? It's a Kisei HaKavod. What's Pshat called the Kisei HaKavod? Well, it's because you know why it's a Kisei HaKavod? Because there was a door. The reason why the bathroom is called the Kisei HaKavod is because there was a door. And it was a mechubadika place. And when a person saw the door was closed, it meant don't go in. And if the person saw the door is open, it means no one's in there. Because it's a makom which is sanua. It's a makom which is sanua. So we have over here is that it's a makom which is sanua, that no one else is there. I certainly hope. It's a place that no one else is there. It's a makom which is modest and sanua. And since no one else is there, and it's a makom sanua, we don't know what you do in the bathroom. The only one that knows is you. And the Ribono Shalom. There are halachas brought down in the beginning of Shulchan Aruch Halachos beisakise, how to go to the bathroom. These are halachos. These are actual halachos of how a person is supposed to go, what they're supposed to do, how they're supposed to behave, and whatever it is, and how you do in the bathroom. Well, what's going on? You know why? Because it's easy to be a chassid when everybody's watching you. It's easy to be a wonderful davener. You know, you daven amazing. Look, the guy's shuckling. Everybody's shuckling, right? The guy's shuckling, and the guy's, look at him cry. He's really into it. And the guy goes, give to the, you know, they come in to make an appeal, and they say, how much do you give to this thing? The guy goes, $1,000. Like, everyone's like, wow, this guy, psh, he's amazing. And this guy goes ahead, and we see him behaving a certain way. We don't really know who you are. We don't really know who you are. Now when I say that, I'm now talking to every individual over here. You understand, Moshe? We don't know who you are. Isaac, we don't know the real you. Shia, we don't know who you are. We don't know. You understand? We don't know. We can look at you, but we don't know the real you. Yoidi, we don't know who you really are. We have no idea who you really are. Mom, we don't know who you are. I mean, I think I know my mother. We don't know. We don't know. We have no idea who we are. I'm sorry. Let me say it differently. I don't know who you are. Guess what? The Rebbeinu Shalom does know who you are. And who's a chassid? A chassid is a person not only who behaves in a way of geschmack and whatever when they're in front of other people, but when they're in quarantine, then you could see who a chassid is. Now, what does that mean? You yourself can know if you're a chassid or not. You yourself can know if you're a chassid. How do you behave when there's no one else there? How do you behave? The highest level we're reaching to be chassidim. That's the goal, to be a chassid, the highest of levels. Siyas Hashem is big stuff. How does a person get that? In the bathroom. When you're alone by yourself and no one else is there, how do you behave? When it's late at night, you know, the Mishnah says, Aner Balayla. I don't want to get into what it says, but when you're up at night, what are you doing when you're up at night? No one's around. No one knows who you are. No one knows what you're up to. I mean, some people are teaching Daf Yomi. It's an amazing thing. You have people on a high level. They're giving, and some of the Chavrusas is one teaching them, whatever, when I'm not available, so whatever, you know, some take my spot, whatever, I'm not jealous. You come to realize that we find over here, who are we? Are we Chassidim? We become that in the bathroom. So there's that's a Kedoshim. What's Kedoshim? Kedoshim tiyu ki kadosh ani Hashem. So now we can get back to the original thing I was going to share with you, the story. The story is, Kedoshim tiyu ki kadosh ani Hashem. I heard this from Pesach Koron many years ago. And he said that one day he was driving his car, he was driving an old beat-up jalopy. And when he's driving this old beat-up jalopy, he looks over, he's coming to a toll booth. For those who are over the age of 28, you know what that means. You have to pay someone. There's something you have to pay. Now it's like Easy Pass, whatever. But, you know, there was a time you had to stop and pay. You know, in New York, if you live there now, you don't know what I'm talking about at all, because they don't have them at all anymore. I got messed over a few times with that. So what happens is, come to understand, you go to a toll booth, Rabbi Krohn was waiting in line. There was no Easy Pass. He's waiting in line to go. And he looks over. He's driving an old beat-up, I don't know, jalopy of sorts. I don't want to say what car, whatever it was. And he's listening to a Torah tape. For those who don't know what a Torah tape, it's before MP5s. There was a thing called MP4. And before MP4, there's MP3. And before MP3, there's something called a compact disc, a CD. Came out in 81, went out in 97. Before that, was something called a cassette tape. He was listening to a cassette tape, a shear. He's listening to a shear Torah in his beat-up jalopy. And he looks over to his left. And he notices a guy who's driving a red-hot convertible. Nebuch, some people can't afford an entire car. They can only afford half a car. What could you do? So the guy's driving.
Did we lose you, Gav? Rabbeinu?
This guy, he's holy also. He's got piercings up and down his body. He's very holy. But he says, I'm very holy. What does it mean I'm very holy? Look at him. He's listening to who knows what. But I'm sitting in my car, steiging away. I am holy. Unbelievable. And then he caught himself. And he thought to himself, wait a minute. Am I saying that I'm holy because this guy is not holy? I'm relatively holy. Just because this guy is a shvans doesn't mean that I'm holy. It means that I'm a little bit less of a shvanz. Says the pasuk, Kedoshim to you, ki kadosh ani Hashem. The Rebbeinu Shalom says, be kadosh, but not relative to other people. Your focus is connection with me. Kedoshim to you, ki kadosh ani Hashem. Me, right here. Minayin afilu echad sheyoshev osik b'Torah. I didn't even want who's sitting and learning. HaKadosh Baruch Hu is with him. I have all cash on that because the Mishnah brings on two different Mishnayos. One says you get schar, one says I'm with you. It's very strange. Maybe Yonah, and the second one says you get schar also. I'm not trying to understand it, but the point is the Rebbeinu Shalom is with us. And even if we're not steiging, guess what? Maloch ha'aretz kevodo. How are we behaving? How are we acting? And I think, my friends, I don't know if I just hit an end. I'm not sure what that noise was. I feel like I'm in the bonus round or something. Everything is now worth double. We're in the lightning round. But I'll tell you like this. Come to understand. Now I totally forgot. Oh, as we're sitting now in this matzav, now people don't know who we are. For heaven's sake, right now I might not even be wearing pants. You don't even know. But understand, at the end of the day, how do we behave when no one is around us and nobody is seeing us? That's when we get to understand who a person really is. So even though we might be in Woodmere, Be'ez Hashem, we're headed towards Cedarhurst. Even though we may not be Chassidim yet, Be'ez Hashem, we are looking, and our goal, our focus is to get there. And the way to build that right now is a tremendous opportunity. As I've said a number of times over these things, the word bidud, which is quarantine, is gematria Yud Kei Vav Kei 26. Now's the time to make sure that in this bidud that we are living with Ribono Shel Olam, and we are building ourselves to Be'ez Hashem, that not only will we be in a train station looking at Cedarhurst, looking at Chassidus, but Be'ez Hashem, one day we will actually make it to being ultimately the highest of levels. And amen. Uh-oh.
Thank you, Gav.
All right, I think that's it. That was good.
1:30 every day, a little bit of Chassidus. Sometimes with Gav, sometimes with not Gav. Thank you very much, Ravinu Gav.
Yeah.
Talk to you. Be well.
Sei gesund, Shkoyach.
Shkoyach.